It says ready. Are you ready? Okay, you guys, I used to be an educator, and that was the lamest ready I've ever heard. Are you ready? Much better. Okay, here we go. Hi, I'm Beth Redmond-Jones, museum peep, nature geek, and a mom to a daughter with autism. Accessibility and lack thereof is something I experience through my daughter and her service dog on a daily basis. Some days are a struggle, like this. Other days are accessible. So let's start at the beginning. Accessible, adjective. 1, capable of being used or seen. 2, capable of being understood or appreciated. 3, easily used or accessed by people with disabilities. When one thinks about the word accessibility, disability is often implied. I hate the word disability, especially when it's in the context of a person. Disabled implies a mindset of being less than, being broken or lacking. It disregards potential and ability. Are these people broken? Hell no. We need to authentically see and understand individuals for who they are. Each of us is unique, each with our own visible and invisible disabilities and challenges. And then no one should have barriers placed in front of them. So raise your hand and keep them up. If you have a friend, a colleague, a family member who has mental health challenges, wears glasses or is blind, is hearing impaired, has autism, has sensory processing disorder, has memory issues, uses a walker or wheelchair. Now look around you and up and down. This is our present and our future. We live in a world full of individuals with physical and mental challenges. In years to come, each of us will have visible and invisible challenges that will impede our access. Future, adjective. 1, that is to be. 2, of relating to or expressive of time yet to come, existing or occurring at a later date. But our future is now. Our future is here. Accessibility should not be a barrier to innovation, but a gateway. It shouldn't be because we, quote, have to comply with ADA. It should be because we want everyone to feel and be welcomed. Accessibility provides options, and options lead to innovation. Take peeling potatoes. Yes, peeling potatoes. Remember crappy metal peelers? Today, most of us use the one on the right, which was developed and designed for individuals with arthritis. But now it's one of the most common used peelers globally. Why? Because it works for everyone. Take curb cuts. In 1945, the first was created, but now they're commonplace throughout the United States, and they're helpful for everyone. People in wheelchairs, parents with strollers, kids on scooters, individuals with guide dogs, you and me. Think about your museum. Does your building, website, exhibitions, and programs meet the needs of visitors with physical, cognitive, hearing, and visual challenges? What about language? I know that not all of your visitors are fluent in English. Think about your circle of influence. Is it part of the accessible museum? If so, awesome. And how can you make it more so? If not, why the hell not? What can you do to change that? And how can you innovate to make things more accessible? The Desert at Night Story Theater at the Nat addresses accessibility in regards to language. It's in Spanglish, as well as telling the story through photos, videos, animated drawings, and descriptive audio. It addresses numerous disabilities, yet is fun and accessible for everyone. What about your museum website? I sure the hell hope it's not like this one. Do you have proper contrast ratio? Can it be navigated without a mouse? Are there simple headings and spacing? Do you offer alternatives for consuming media? A March 2019 study showed that 97% of 1 million top websites failed to test for ADA accessibility, which means a user with a disability can expect to encounter errors in 1 in every 13 elements that they engage with. That's not accessible or acceptable. So how do we address the future accessibility? By doing the hard work, but not in a vacuum. Don't assume you know what a specific community needs. Involve them. They live it, you don't. And what comes out of those collaborations will most likely help others. When I was at the Nat, we did the work. We engaged 10 young adults with autism to co-create social stories for 7 museums in Balboa Park. This project opened museums to individuals with autism and sensory processing challenges. These young adults inspired us to do the good work. So take a leap and make your museum more accessible. Tomorrow, next week, the future will bring non-repeatable and never before or since observed versions of ourselves. Change your mindset. Understand others' unique view of the world. Okay, so take this pledge with me and say it out loud. I pledge allegiance to accessibility and to all the people it will serve. All museums, indivisible, with injustice for all. I screwed up my own pledge! So as you work towards the future of accessibility, look forward, look sideways, shift your thinking, be innovative, be creative, be inclusive. Together we can make a difference. Together we can change the future of accessibility in museums. Thank you.